So, how long does he have?
With these statistics, he has Sunday if he's lucky. Sunday, the Sabbath day, the day appointed as rest for the Lord. An ironic day for him to claim this life of a young man, so willing and giving.
Such a young man, just about to graduate from high school.
Yes, and extremely intelligent. It's a shame to lose him. He was exempt from all his exams. History, physics, math, home ec, woodwork, art, finger painting, all of them. It was a shame. He only had one project left. And I'm not talking about a community service project or a home furnishing project. Just a simple physics project.
And what was that?
A Newton's Law project. All he needed to do was explain the laws, provide some examples, and he would graduate high school with a diploma. Perhaps he still can.
What do you mean?
We could complete the project for him, turn it in under his name. No one would know the difference. What do you think?
That's absurd!
Shouldn't he be allowed to die in peace, a high school graduate though? Rather than him dying an unhappy failure of a soul without even a high school diploma. He would have been trapped to work at McDonald's for the rest of his life, flipping patties all day, every day, making $7.50 an hour for the rest of his life. And then, or if he dies without a high school diploma, wandering the empty hallways of this hospital, haunting it and scaring the patients, as he hates all of us for letting him die. GED-less.
It's wrong and wildly immoral.
I'll tell you what's wrong. A young, brilliant mind, taken from the world, with so much left to give to this wonderful world.
Do you have an ounce of professionalism?
Do you have an ounce of dignity?
I refuse to assist you in your disgusting misconduct.
This isn't about us. It is about him.
Fine. I'll help you, but under one condition.
And what one condition is that?
After he dies, I resign from this hospital.
Okay. How do you not know Newton's laws? You graduated from medical school, did you not?
I studied medicine, not physics.
You cannot go through high school, college, and medical school without picking up some physics along the way.
Well, it would seem I did.
That is a lie.
That is the truth!
Liar.
Alright. I cheated
What?
on everything.
How is that even? What?
Everything.
You're not fit to be a doctor.
Alright, that does it.
Wait. That was an example of Newton's first law.
What do you mean, Newton's first law? What are you talking about?
Newton's first law. It states that an object will maintain its existing state of motion, whether that be stationary or mobile, unless affected by an unbalanced or non-zero force. A force must occur to change the velocity. The mass of an object is a measure of its inertia.
And inertia is a natural tendency of objects to resist changes to their state of motion.
I thought you said you cheated on everything.
Well, it still seems that I picked up a little bit along the way after all.
Well, and the greater the mass of an object, the greater the force needed to move it. We just demonstrated an example of this, of Newton's first law applied to a stationary object.
You mean when I just pushed you across the room and you skidded the floor? Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
But we still need an example involving a mobile object.
Actually, let's step outside for a bit. Here's another example of Newton's law.
So that was an example of Newton's first law applied to a mobile object?
Yes. Yes.
Why don't we go back inside and you can explain this example a little more in depth?
Yes. That's an example involving a mobile object. An object in motion will remain in motion unless acted on by a force. In this case, I was the object in motion, and you just so happened to be the force that stopped my motion from moving.
What? That's phenomenal, incredible, unbelievable. A whole assortment of adjectives implying surprise.
The results came in. He doesn't have 24 hours left in him. He's not going to make it through Saturday night. We need to figure out the rest of these two laws tonight, before the cold grip of death grasps him and rips him from us, and the creep of dawn awakens us from our slumber to find him dead.
That was beautiful, Surgeon. You should really consider a change of profession. You could really touch the souls of millions through your poetry. But I should tell you now, I've already figured out Newton's other two laws.
You figured out both his laws already? You grasped the concepts delivered to us by Newton in history through physics? What is this madness you speak of?
I'm going to relearn everything I've ever cheated on. Everything. Whether it be elementary school, high school, medical school, college, even that one time in preschool when I copied off the times tables.
You're going to relearn everything? That's crazy and absurd. That is 8 years of elementary school, 4 years of high school, an additional 4 years of college, pre-med, and then at least 6 years of medical school. Not to mention the 2 years you spent at ITT Tech trying to grasp where you were going to go after college, thinking maybe you could be a medical engineer, or maybe you could be that guy that drives in the big truck picking up trash everywhere. You're crazy.
Like I said, everything.
Well, okay then. What is this Newton's